Ahoy mates! Welcome on board Royal Caribbean's Quantum of the Seas. We are here for a 7-night Alaska sailing, so if you're interested in more about that trip or adventures around the greater Seattle area, be sure to check out all of the videos in our Quantum of the Seas /Seattle/Alaska playlist. But for today's video, I want to take you around and give you a full tour of our accommodations. Now, we are staying in a Category 3M Spacious Oceanview room. This can accommodate 3 to 4 passengers, and it's a special kind of room. It's only a little bit more typically than a regular ocean view room. You're going to get a lot more space, and you're going to get a really cool feature up front. So if you have 3 to 4 passengers, it's a little bit different than the ones that can accommodate 2. Those are the Category 2M, I believe, 4M. It's either way, those are like right on the front of the ship looking straight out. These are a bit different. I'll show you in a minute. But with that said, let's go ahead and get it started. Our full tour of our spacious ocean view room on board Quantum of the Seas begins right now. All right, so we are in room 11510. So, of course, on deck 11, as you can see, starboard side. Let me show you where this is at precisely. So, deck 11, this is the starboard hallway looking back towards the forward elevator. So, you come up the forward elevators or stairs over to the starboard side, and you walk all the way as far forward as you can till you get to this row of staterooms. Now, these are the ocean view rooms that can accommodate 2 passengers, 1 or 2 passengers. They're right in the middle looking out the front of the ship. But when you have one of these categories, the 3M like we do, you're actually going to either turn starboard or port and come all the way into this vestibule and then enter your room. And as you'll see there, they have the envelope. That is where your stateroom keys are going to be, your SeaPass cards. They will be placed there when you come to the room for the first time. They will be there in a sealed envelope. You just open it up, tap, and head inside. Let's go take a look. So real quick, here's our view as we enter the room, and we'll kind of get just an overview of the space, and then we'll turn back around and kind of go over everything in detail. So you can see this is massive, much larger than a traditional ocean view stateroom, and a nice little feature behind those curtains we'll get to in just a minute. All right, let's turn back here to the front and go over everything in detail. Upon entering the room, on the back of the door, we'll have our safety information as well as our magnet that we can put on the outside of the door to let the stateroom attendant know that you do not want to be disturbed. Of course, your deadbolt lock and your peephole with cover right there. Next to the door, we will find the thermostat as well as the spot for you to put your SeaPass card or any other similar shaped card you might carry with you. That's going to power the room so you can use the lights and TV and all that stuff. Light switch down below is for the overhead lights for the entire room. We do have some storage here. This is just for the stateroom attendants, so that's for them to use, not for you. But you do have a full-length mirror mounted on the wall here as you enter. And it's nice to have this space too, right when you come in. This is a really good spot to put luggage or maybe your shoes or something like that as you're coming in and out of the room. Kind of get those out of the way so you can walk right in. And then you'll continue right into the main bed space. So it is set up in the Royal King configuration right now, but you can split it into 2 twins, in which case the 2 nightstands would go in the middle to make one big one. You do have storage underneath the bed as well, so another great place to put luggage or things like that. Now, to this side of the bed, we will find a closet space with drawers. We're going to have 2 drawers down below, same exact size, and they are nice soft close there. And then we'll have the closet space up above here. So you do have a hanging rack, nice big cubby space, and then a small safe, not very big, but big enough, I guess, and then a couple of little cubbies that you can store things in there as well. You also have a little hanging rack or pegs here on the inside of the door. The storage space continues above the bed as well, as you're going to have these 2 cabinets that kind of just open up like that. That one kind of just wanted to come back down right away, but usually they'll stay up a bit. These don't want to. They want to come back down, so you might have to hold it, but you do have some nice storage space up there. Now, down at the actual bed space, you do have the nice plush kind of headboard wall there, a little softer on the head, and as I mentioned, you'll have the nightstands on either side or in the middle. If you split these into 2 twins, they do have the little cubby spaces down below, and this side also has the phone. Now, both sides will have the wall-mounted lights. They have the switches right there on the box for each one. And this side of the bed has a light switch that controls the lights for the room as well, just like the one when we entered the room. And then you're going to have a standard US plug right down below that. Now, across from the bed, we will find the television for the room. It is the one and only in this space. So that is where you're going to have that wall mounted, and you can do all your live TV, video on demand, get ship information, things like that. And you also have this little storage space down below if you want to put like a book or a magazine or something. One thing I definitely want to point out, especially with this room, is that this TV does come out in turn like that. Now that's handy for two reasons. Number one, if you're wanting to use a Roku or a Fire Stick or something like that, easier access to the ports on the back side. But number two, we're going to have our additional either sitting space or sleeping space over there by the couch, so this will kind of turn it to let them view the TV as well. It is a bit limited because that's as far out as it goes. I'm standing right next to the couch here, but it's enough to where you can see it at least. So going from the bed space over to that couch space and additional sleeping area, we will find some nice art, but up above that, we will find some more storage cabinets. Those also don't want to stay open, but that's okay. You just hold them there. And lots of things to store, or lots of space to store things, I should say. You're also going to have this switch here, which is a light underneath the cabinet, like that. And now we see we have our couch set up. We have the pillows there, and it kind of just is that, I don't know what you call it, chase lounge kind of setup, whatever you want to call it. I call it a couch. But this also converts to a bed, a sleeping space that can accommodate two passengers. Now, your stateroom attendant will normally be the one who will set this up for you. I'm going to try to show you in real time right now how this works. I have no idea. I have not attempted this yet, so let's just see and hope for the best. All right, so here we go. Remove the pillows. I, again, have no idea. No idea if this pulls out, flips out. I don't know. Start by removing the cushions. As you heard there, they do Velcro on. And again, the stateroom attendant will normally take care of this for you. Oh, it's a trundle. Well, that's super easy then. So actually, you didn't need to take these off. You could if you wanted the, flatter sleeping space. But if you felt like that was enough, then you could do it. Wow, there you go. That's super easy. One person up here, one person down below on the trundle. And the sheets and blankets and pillows and stuff are actually stored underneath the bed. But again, the stateroom attendant will take care of that when they make the bed space for you in the evening. They will get all that situated for you. So you don't need to worry about this, but just for your future reference, I know people are always asking, is it a Pullman bed? Is it a sleeper sofa? How does it work? This room is a trundle. And update, interspliced here in between my room tour, we've come back from dinner, and actually the stateroom attendant has made up the bed, and you can see that they actually have the ability to make it level straight across. So now it's just one big bed space. It's not the couch bed and then the trundle down below. So one big bed space, and again, another reason why you should just let them do it for you. All right, so we're going to turn back around here across from the couch / additional bed space. Next to the television, we see this door here. This leads into the bathroom. Your light switch is outside. I do like it's on this side of the door. Sometimes they put it on the other one, and if you forget, you have to come back out, but easy enough to reach there. Let's have a look inside. So this is that standard setup of bathroom we've been seeing on the newer Royal Caribbean ships, on the Quantum class ships, and on the newer Oasis class ships. I really like it because it feels a lot more spacious. You're going to have the glass curved door, so no curtain, no bubble doors. These are a lot larger. You can see there's plenty of room inside the shower. You do have hanging hooks on the outside and the inside of the shower. A couple of shelves mounted inside. You have your handle there to help you get in and out, as well as the footrest down below if you need to shave or something like that. And then your 2-in-1 hair and body wash mounted there on the wall. Your controls for the water, and you do have the adjustable and removable shower head wand there. Next to that, we will find the toilet down below and our sink. Only one sink, but it is a large vanity space, so good bit of storage there. Extra items stored down below, trash cans, things like that. And then you're going to have your hand towels and your regular towels hung up on the towel racks over to the side. You're also going to have some additional towels and your drinking glasses over on the shelves over on the left, and you do have a plug for an electric razor right above where those towels are stored there. I should also point out there are additional hanging hooks here on the back side of the door, and that's good because something interesting I'm noticing, there is no clothesline. A lot of cruise ship rooms inside the shower or whatever will have a clothesline you can pull across. This one does not have it, so keep that in mind. All right, outside our bathroom door, next to it to the right, we will find our second closet space. So we open up the doors here. Big hanging rack up above, and a second hanging rack down below. No cubbies or drawers or anything inside here, so just go straight down. Maybe another place to store luggage, shoes, things like that. You do have some hanging hooks on the inside of this door. And moving over to our desk vanity area with the dimmest lit vanity mirror I've ever seen. It's usually much brighter than that, but for whatever reason, this one is pretty dim. That's controlled by this switch here. You also have 2 USB ports, a Euro plug, and 2 US plugs, as well as some little cubbies on the side and a little shelf up above. Any information or paperwork you need is going to be set right here, as you see when you come into the room, as well as your remote for the television, trash can down below, and chair with a little handle to pull out so you can sit at the desk/vanity. Now next to that you will find kind of your wet bar, food area, whatever you want to call it. If you've ordered any water or things like that, you see that will be delivered and stored there. You have your little tea kettle, I guess that is, coffee pot. I guess it's a tea kettle. I don't know. I don't drink that stuff, but I think that's what it is. And then water bottles. These are for being Crown and Anchor level, certain level. They will put those in the room. You do have a lamp here mounted to the desk areas. That doesn't move, but it is controlled by this little switch here. And then down below, we're going to find some little drawers. This one is going to contain the hairdryer. This is another smaller drawer that doesn't have anything in it. And then you're going to have 3 larger drawers for you to store clothes or whatever you would like, all soft clothes down below there. And inside this cabinet door, we will find our mini refrigerator. I think you booked this category of room for one of 2 reasons. One is the extra space because it is quite large. The other is right in front of us here. Now, as you see, you do have a chair over there, a nice sitting chair, which is very nice. And then you're going to have these curtains. And this is what happens when you pull the curtains back. Dun, 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 dun. A massive porthole window. I'm 6 foot tall. I mean, this is huge. Yes, so there you go. Not only is it a massive porthole window for you to take in all those beautiful views of the Seattle area, Alaska, Australia, wherever you may be, not only do you get the great views, you get to stay in the comfort of your room, but this is facing out directly in front of the ship. Well, basically, you can see the bow down there. Now, those other categories of ocean view rooms that can hold 2 passengers that would kind of be that way in the middle of the ship, they're just looking out directly in front, which is great. But the cool thing about this one is you're angled kind of on the side, either to the starboard like we are, or to the port on the other side, port side on the other side. So you get right out the front, right at the bow of the ship. You can see exactly where the ship is sailing, but then you can also turn and get over to the side as well. A perfect option for a scenic cruising spot like Alaska. We are thrilled with this setup. We cannot wait to enjoy it. Be sure to check out all the views that we get from this window during our Alaska sailing. It is going to be spectacular. Well, there you have it, friends. That is our full tour of our stateroom on board Quantum of the Seas. This is a really unique offering. There are several of them available, so it's not too unique, but if you meet the category requirements of having 3 to 4 passengers, this can be a really nice option, especially for sailing in Alaska, because it might be a bit too cold or windy for you to go out on deck. You still get a great view right from the comfort of your stateroom. So we hope you enjoyed this tour. And once again, I will remind you that if you're interested in checking out more about Quantum of the Seas or sailing to Alaska from Seattle, be sure to check out the rest of our playlist. We'll have a full and complete ship tour as well as our daily videos. And as always, I will tell you that we are travel agents, so if you're interested in booking your own Royal Caribbean cruise, feel free to reach out via the travel agent information. You can find it in the description of this video. If you've recently booked your Royal Caribbean cruise within the past 30 days and you're not paid in full, you can transfer your booking to our agency free of charge, and we'll be able to assist you the rest of the way. So we hope we'll hear from you soon. Either way, one note, we only are legally able to service residents of the US and Canada. I know this ship does go over to Australia. Unfortunately, we cannot legally book anyone from there. But if you're from the US or Canada, we hope you'll reach out to us. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us for today's video, but we're signing off. We'll see you next time. Happy travels!